Today we're in a 2023 Audi S5 and we're gonna go for a drive. Wow, that's some good acceleration. So this car has got a turbo V6, 3-liter V6, 349 horsepower, and it accelerated quite smoothly there. Been driving this for a little bit, trying to get used to it, and I am very impressed with Audi. I love the carbon fiber trim. I love how there's Alcantara on the door panel over here. I love how we have perforation on the leather steering wheel, and I absolutely love how comfortable it is to rest my hand on the gear shifter right here. It's fantastic. Not to mention the acceleration this car has. Slow down a little bit. All-wheel drive system, Audi Quattro, and full throttle. And that's in comfort mode. That's not even sport. We go down here to drive select. We can go in, we can go into auto, individual, and dynamic. We're gonna put it onto dynamic and see how that changes it. Oh, the exhaust just opened up. Just got much louder. It's a little bit of a rainy day, and I feel very confident with this car, all-wheel drive system, the tires that are on it. It doesn't even feel like it's a wet road. You know, some cars you drive, and as soon as it gets wet, you can instantly feel it. No, that's not happening with this Audi. We also have active stop and go cruise control. I will admit the cruise control is a little tricky to figure out. There's a toggle down here behind the steering wheel where you can set it, and then you can set that distance and whatnot. A little bit clunky for the Audi. I wish it was up here on the steering wheel like several other brands, Mercedes and BMW, are offering, but at least we have the active stop and go cruise control. See how the handling is. We got a tight corner here. I like it. This car sounds great when you're in dynamic mode. Now it's interesting, they call it dynamic mode. Almost every other brand you have sport, comfort, eco mode. Take a left here. The brakes, I like the brakes, very touchy brakes. So the Audi S5, I mean, this is comparable to BMW's M340, which I'm very familiar with that car. And this is a good comparison. It's a little underpowered compared to the M340, but you can't really notice it right away. Certainly sounds good too. It's got a little bit more of a tone than the M340 does. So we're gonna hop back on the highway. We'll do a little bit more highway driving there for you. I'm gonna touch on the infotainment system a bit. We'll play around with it. We'll go through and we'll see everything that the infotainment system has to offer. I do like this full digital gauge cluster. You click this view button right here and it shrinks down and you have more information. The boost, you can see the turbo boost there, the engine temperature, driving assistance there, and you can cycle through with this scroll here, traffic sign information, energy consumption, and then at the top with these arrows you can also see different things like any warnings, like we need to add some washer fluid, radio stations if your phone's connected, and then the navigation. Look at how big the navigation is in the gauge cluster. I think Audi was pretty ahead of the game. They've had the navigation in the digital gauge cluster for a while, a lot longer than BMW, and it's full maps. Like we have a full satellite view. You can see the green of the grass, the bushes, everything like that. And then you could also click back to view and it shrinks down the map and brings up the gauge cluster, so you have a lot of your gauge clusters there. But if you're like, hey, you know, I don't really need to see all that, all that's important is your kilometers. You have that in the bottom right, or you can see more of those traditional gauges that vehicles have. Oh, this acceleration is fantastic. Now with Audi, what I've noticed is there's no iDrive, or not iDrive, but no infotainment controller like other brands have. It is touchscreen only, and in a little bit we'll get into what the touchscreen has to offer. But below the touchscreen you have this nice carbon fiber trim, Quattro badge in there, the Alcantara on the door panel. Got a decent panoramic, or not panoramic, but glass sunroof here. Not a hint of wheel slip or anything, just pure forward acceleration. with a good exhaust note at that as well. You see the blind spot monitoring. It's a big rectangle that shows up on the inside of the mirror compared to some other brands where they have the smaller blind spot symbol on the mirror itself. This one is on the side, so it's a lot more visual for that blind spot detection. So then below the trim, you also have your climate control system. I like how it's physical buttons with a small display screen on the inside. Very easy to use, not put into the infotainment system like a lot of other brands. And then below that, you have a few buttons here for the drive select, for the auto engine off, traction control. This P is the parking assistant, and then this one is the sensors, and this one over here, I believe, yeah, you can just turn the whole display screen off if you want it black, tap to turn it back on. One USB port down there. Get over. Two cup holders, and I like this little tray right here for a place to basically put your key. Can we zoom out on the map? Yeah, there we go. I'm very impressed with these brakes. They're very consistent. They're not super touchy. As soon as you press one, it doesn't jump forward, but it doesn't take long before you get into the meat of the braking system, and it's really going to bring you down to a stop. And I just can't get over this perforated leather steering wheel. It just feels fantastic. We also have paddle shifters here if we want to manually engage those shifts. Press and hold on the up shift and it goes back. Auto rain sensing wipers, auto lights. Looks like we got a little storage compartment down here. Good armrest area on the Audi here. Just resting your arm, keeping it low, but I feel like this is the general drive position that you're going to be in. Oh my god, comes to life in dynamic mode. The suspension is really good as well. Not as stiff as BMW's, not as comfortable as Mercedes, has a nice balance in between. Parking information at your destination soon, tap here to display. That's amazing. Haven't seen that on a lot of other cars. This thing sounds great. So I took the turn signal on and it was flashing because someone was in my blind spot. And now it's just on because someone's there, but I can still move over if I need to. All right, before we get any further into the video, let's take an exterior look of what the S5 looks like. All right, guys, so here is the exterior look of the 2023 S5. I like the Audi Sport wheels. We have red brakes. We're getting that really good braking on the inside. Let's take a look at the front of the S5. I imagine these two round sensors on the side are for the adaptive cruise control. I love Audi's big kidney grille that they have there, or just the grille, I guess, not really kidney grille with BMW. White exterior. The S5 does come with the quad tip exhaust and a small diffuser. Black S5 badge, little lip spoiler. Opening up the trunk, full power tailgate. So it is a hatch. The S5 is a hatch here, so you can take out these privacy covers, drop the seats, and you have so much storage room. Lots of space here as well. And down below, we also have a spare tire for the S5 in case you ever get a flat on the road. Full power trunk with that button. Grand Coupe style, we have frameless windows here. Black leather on the inside. I love this cross hatch stitching. Even the back seats are like bucket seats. Look at how deep that is. Gonna take a seat inside here. I had the seat in the driver's cockpit. I've got plenty of leg room here. We've got rear climate control, 2 USB ports. I can't believe how bucket seated these rear seats are, with cup holders and a storage tray. I like that. I love the Alcantara and the carbon fiber on the door panel. Taking a look at the driver's cockpit, we have an Audi light. It's a little hard to see because of the daylight. Alcantara. Man, these driver's seats are very nice. Cross hatch pattern. All your controls right here. A little extension here as well. You have the sport brakes. Very nice. And the last thing we're going to look at is the engine bay. So this is Audi's turbo V6 engine. 349 horsepower. All right, that's it. Let's hop back behind the wheel and continue on with the test drive. All right, we took a look on the outside and a little bit of the back seats. Now let's get back to the drive. We're off the highway, so we're gonna do a little bit of city roads before we get back to the dealership. Gives us a chance to play around with the navigation system. One thing I really enjoyed about this navigation system that made it super easy to find a place, you can just draw it in. So I just went like this, Audi.
A-U-D.
And then it pops up. Click it once there. And there. Now, replace all destinations or add as a stop. I like that. Now, one thing that might be a little bit hard was if you were trying to maybe find McDonald's. I don't know. Can't really get it all in there.
M-C-D-O-N.
But it did a pretty good job of getting McDonald's and then filling it up. I wonder if you can turn the voice command off as well. You have the home button here. So we have radio, telephone, navigation, and then you get into the car's media center. So again, radio, media, phone, navigation, kind of in smaller tiles, phone apps. I imagine this is going to be Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Where is the back button? There we go. Vehicle, so vehicle settings, I imagine. Audi Drive Select. So same thing as if we hit this button down there. Emergency assist, or no, efficiency assist, not emergency. What am I saying? This would be such a fun daily driver. I like how it's still smooth over all these bumps, even in our dynamic mode that we're in. Let's try auto, see what that does. Much more sluggish on the acceleration now. All right, so we are back, and once again, thank you to Audi Queensway to providing the test drive vehicle. If you guys are in the Toronto marketplace, you're looking to purchase an Audi, make sure you come out to Audi Queensway and see what they have to offer for you guys. I'm gonna leave an email of the sales manager and the link in the description of this vehicle. Reach out to him, tell him that you guys watched my video and you're coming out to purchase an Audi. It helps me out tremendously with the channel. Also, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, before I park the vehicle, I do want to touch a little bit more on the infotainment system. Let's go through. So the next one is seats, stretch, need. So does this have massaging seats? This literally has massaging seats. I know for a fact BMW doesn't offer massaging seats on their 3 Series, so that's amazing. Air conditioning, so just air recirculation or not. Lights and visibility. We have exterior lighting, interior lighting. So we have individual ambient lighting right now. It's like reds on the door panel, maritime, Caribbean, or if it will go to the drive. So interior lighting compared to some other brands, not as many colors I've noticed, but still a good option to have in there. Let's take this parking spot and get out of the way here. Now I believe this car does have self-parking assist, but it didn't sense this parking spot. If you guys have view, we have the backup camera and the 360 parking camera here. As soon as we put it in park, the car shut off and all the doors unlocked. So where are we? Parking aid, front volume, automatic activation, rear cross traffic alert, driver assistance. So we have speed warning, traffic light information, and I did see that here you can have traffic light information, Audi adaptive cruise control, store the last distance, predictive control, distance warning, traffic jam assistance, Audi active lane assistance, Audi pre-sense, so I imagine that's their pre-collision system, side assistance, so blind spot monitoring, settings and service, central locking, interior monitoring, garage door opener, one more, and favorites. No favorites have been added. So that looks like everything that we can go through here with the Audi infotainment system. There's even a swipe down that you can do as well. Interesting. Over here, if your door locks, what's this button do? Everybody can tell me, maybe fog lights, I imagine, actually. And then you have your window switches, trunk release, your drive controls, parking brake, a little bit of extra storage, wireless device charging tray, USB-C port. There's a little cubby here. Maybe this is actually meant for the key. That makes a lot more sense than your cell phone can go here. This is the Audi S5 key that you get with it. Glove compartment space. I do love these S-line seats, like this gray crosshatch stitching. That is fantastic. All right, well, that's everything that I have to show you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this POV virtual test drive of the 2023 Audi S5. If you guys did, please smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget, check the email down below and come visit Audi Queensway if you guys are in the Toronto marketplace and you're looking to purchase this or any other Audi. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.